Hi there, my name is Kiana and today I will be giving you my top CV and cover letter tip. I've been able to speak to the Career Center at the university, also being able to access the online resources on my Career Hub, which is the University Career Hub website. And I've also been able to apply to a lot of jobs over the course of the pandemic. I've learned a lot about how to write CVs and covering letters by speaking to employers after interviews and finding out exactly what it is that attracted them about my CV or what interested them about my cover letter. So my top tips are sort of what I've experienced, but also what I've researched online, and I'm really hoping that they will be able to help you out as much as they have for me. My first tip is that when you're writing your cover letter, always make sure to go through the job description that the employer has put up on their website or on my Career Hub, on Indeed, or any of those other platforms. It's really important because it shows employers that you've taken the time to actually look at their job description and really think about yourself and how you fit into those roles and how you would benefit the company. You also need to remember to be really confident when you're writing your cover letter, because that's the opportunity for employers to see who you are as a person, what it is that you're capable of, what you've learned over the course of your university degree or any other previous employment you've had. So saying things like, I've worked at the university residential team and I was able to liaise between students and the university and trying to improve their student experience. By using those action words, it really helps employers to see the work that you have actually done. Which moves me on to my second point, which is when you're writing your CV, always start with an action word. So if I was to say my job as a yearbook editor in high school, I managed a team of 15 to 20 people to produce the yearbook for my high school, or I collaborated with teachers and students to find out more about their experiences so we could give a more authentic experience of what high school was actually like for them. By using these words, it once again shows that you've done the work and you have experience in it, and that really helps you stand out to employers. The third thing is, when you're making a CV or a covering letter, you need to tailor it according to the different industry that you're working in. So for a creative agency or marketing or events, they really want to see something that is like creative, that stands out and is really interesting to look at. Whereas if you're working in a more corporate side of things, so if you're working as a lawyer, employers do only tend to look at CVs for about 5 minutes. And even then, sometimes they don't even use the 5 minutes. They sort of glance at it, they want to see those action words popping out and seeing how you've structured it if you're following the trend within the industry. The next thing is, I know that a lot of places want references, but a way that you can get them to contact you is down the bottom. Instead of actually putting down the references, you can say references can be available upon request or something along those lines, because it pushes them. If they're really interested in you, they will contact you, and that's worked really well for me as well. The next thing is, when you're writing your CV and your covering letter, it's so easy to sort of get fixated on what it is that you're writing, but actually if you send it over to one of your friends or your colleagues to look through, they're able to see maybe where you've made a grammatical error or something that you said doesn't quite make sense. The other thing is, like, when I send over my CV to my friends, they also send their CVs over to me, and it's really great because I'm able to see how they've structured it, and it almost gives me inspiration on like different things that I could do. So for example, one of my course mates has their CV where they have a photo of them on their CV when they're applying for different creative agencies. They also have links within the CV if they're saving it as a PDF, that perhaps if it's sent online, the employer can click the link and go to their portfolio automatically. And I think this makes it super interactive, and that's such a great idea. Always make sure to put down your certifications, any awards that you've won, the education that you've undertaken, but make sure to put it down at the end of your CV, because when you start off with your educational experience, a lot of the time they see it at first, but what they want to see is the different work or volunteer experience that you've had. The other thing that you need to do is, I know that everyone's super busy with everything, but if you do have the opportunity to volunteer or do something that is helpful to the community, a lot of different employers really want to see this. They also want to learn more about your hobbies and your interests, because it shows that you're a well-rounded person. You're not just focusing on your academics or on just your work, and this shows them that you will be a balanced employee that's not going to burn out. I know I've overloaded you with a lot of facts and information, but I'm really hoping that some of this was useful to you. If you would like any other information, please do check out the blogs and vlogs from other Bournemouth University students.